Today, we are joyfully celebrating the great feast of Easter. One of the significant characteristics of the culture we live in is the attempt to do away with the sense of transcendence. All our efforts seem to be focused on living in a humanly perfect world. Religion is considered to be obsolete by many. Even spirituality is defined in terms of purely worldly realities and worldly experiences. It is such a culture that many people tend to characterize as a secular culture. In such a culture, the word hope does not bear much meaning. Or, in other words, in a purely worldly culture, a purely worldly culture is a hopeless culture. Life is defined by the totality of its enjoyments, and we live as if to enjoy the present. But paradoxically, the totality of the experiences of an average existence today is not dominated so much by happiness that these enjoyments are expected to provide, rather by desperation, anxiety, and fear. As we know, today more and more people tend to suffer from depression. Living in the midst of such a culture, how can we grasp and experience the significance of Easter? Where does the true meaning of life spring from? Definitely not from anything that is purely within this world, because nothing of our experience of this world has a permanent character. We do not experience anything in this world that gives us perennial happiness. The biggest human mistake is to believe that life is confined within this world and to live as if this world or our life ends with this world. As St. Paul remarks, if we place all our hope in this world alone, how foolish are we? On the contrary, human existence is encompassed by transcendence. This is what we affirm in all our affirmations and actions. All genuine experiences of human life have a fundamental transcendental reference. It is this fact that is radically affirmed and proclaimed by the resurrection of Jesus Christ. All the absurdities that our life is bound to go through will derive meaning if and only if we view and live our life in its fundamental transcendental dimension, in its essential relatedness to the life after death. And the resurrection of Jesus Christ is a confirmation that human life outlives physical death. For this reason, Easter is the guarantee that human life is worth living. That human life has a meaning. Humanly speaking, the life of Jesus on this earth was a big failure. The total outcome of his short life on this earth was a tragic and utterly humiliating death on the cross. All the values that he lived for, all the sufferings that he went through seemed to be utterly meaningless. But his rising to life on the third day was a vindication of all that he lived for and suffered on this earth. Therefore, Easter is the source of meaning in life. Easter is the source of hope in life. Our belief in the resurrection of Jesus, and consequently in the vindication of our own life on this earth, will radically transform the quality of our life on this earth. Life becomes meaningful, purposeful. There emerges a reason to live. No experience of this earthly life, however bitter or disappointing that could be, can diminish or destroy our hope. Because our hope is derived from a Lord who overcame all apparent absurdities of life. We believe in a Lord who not just lived and died, but who died and who still lives. Jesus is risen. Hallelujah. I wish all of you a happy Easter. Thank you.